Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Hot Projects, where we take a look at some of the biggest games on the blockchain right now. We talk games that we've looked at in the past, updates, and some new games. We're going to be taking a look at some beta footage from Crabada. We're going to be taking a look at a pre-sale that I think you guys should be getting in on, and how to access the whitelist, and a giveaway as well. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. Here I try to do my best to keep you up to date with NFT gaming projects and pre-sales and whitelists, things to get in on to give you the best advantage in some of these games and hopefully earn something along the way. We also do watch to earn content here on the channel, so every time I get a sponsorship, I give a little some of that back to the community. So today's video, we've got a giveaway worth $450. If you want to get involved in more things like that, you can hit the subscribe button and hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. Always helps the channel out. Okay, let's get into today's episode. First up, Crabada. As predicted, the game is running smooth as hell. Everything has worked really nicely. I've started to, my guys, on a looting mission. There's more money to be made in a looting mission, and if you have high battle points, you're going to have higher ranked crabs. And mine have got like the highest rank I've seen from checking, because I sold my main guy last night for $12,000, and then I used the money, some of it, to purchase 2 more crabs. And these 2 crabs that I bought have high HP, so you can see 151 on both these guys, and they have fairly decent attack. They don't have as high attack as my other one. It had 71 attack, so these aren't going to be as good when it comes to battle gameplay. But we haven't got that at the moment. We've got idle gameplay, and having high battle points is what determines whether you win against somebody. Now, last night when I put out the video, if anybody bought crabs on my advice, you are 2x on your crabs, because you can list them on the market for way more now, probably even beyond that, and you can rent them for the highest price, and they're probably most likely to get rented out. So if you took my advice and did get in on this game, know it was a big investment, but you're going to see returns even if you just sold off your crabs straight away. There were a lot of people selling them for cheap, 2,200. I got one for 2,800 the other. They were selling them for cheap and didn't know that HP, attack, and armor created the amount of battle points you've got, and the higher battle points, the more likely you are to win. So it gives me a total of 648. So just to put in perspective how good that is in comparison with other squads, if I go on a looting mission, the average one that I was finding was 601, which means I was looking like I was easily going to win. So we've got 648 against 608, and we need to beat this guy. We've got 17 minutes left until reinforce 1. The reward will be 66% of his pot. So this guy, I think if you go for somebody with higher mining points, it also might be quite good. But we only get to see their battle points. So I think this guy's going to have to reinforce if he wants to beat me. I can't reinforce because I've only got 3 crabs. I think people with 5 crabs are going to win pretty much every single time anyway, because I think most people will only have 3 crabs. Also, if they don't reinforce, I'm going to beat them. The game has the renting feature available. Some people have put them up for ridiculous amounts, but who's going to pay 20,000 TUS to rent one? But if we actually order it in terms of battle points, highest to lowest, we can see that the highest score is 237. We've got 237, a 235, and this one's ridiculous. But so you'd have to rent this for 250 to get a really good one, and then 226. These are around about 200 to 250. Now I've got one that's 236, I think, in my inventory. So if we go to my team, manage my team, the one that I picked up last night is this guy, 226 and 221. Not a 236, I wish. But we see a couple of them going up now. 235. So these are probably going to get rented first. But if you want it a little bit cheaper, you can go for something with lower battle points. But so I probably have no trouble renting this for 200. People are going to pick it. which if you go to Trader Joe, you can see 200 TUS. It is $28. So I could rent it out and do nothing for the whole day and still earn $28. And then I could hire the other 2 crabs out. Let's say I hired them for 150 each. That's an extra 300, which means I'd be getting 500 TUS a day, which is $70. So idle gameplay, even not really idle gameplay, just renting out, I could be making $70 a day. Now, if we take a look at the marketplace, a big amount of crabs have clearly been taken onto the game and are no longer for sale. 6,124 now not for sale. Then 226 crabs that are for sale. And look at all these ones that are for sale. 113, 116 health, really low health for these guys. You got 138 here. That's quite a good one to pick up, to be honest, for 3,700. It's 45. Yeah, that's pretty good stats. If we add that up, what is that? 138 plus 45, a bit low on that stat, plus 34, 217. It's a fairly good stat. We can see all the ones that have really high stats are started to shift down. They become more lucrative. People want them. And if you start going into the one that I've got, you're looking at a 14151. Yep, so this guy's in line with probably what I've got. So 141 plus 51 plus 28, and low on the final one, 220. So it's really hard to find. I reckon I could sell mine now for about 5,000, maybe more. This guy, 144 stat, 48 low on that, 36, 144 plus 48 plus 36, 228. Okay, so this guy's the best value that you can get. So I reckon I could sell mine for about $5,000 now. Being that I picked it up for 2,500. Anybody who took my advice yesterday on if you are getting in the game and buying some crabs, you are now 2x on that if you were to sell your crabs straight off, I think. Because people are going to want them because you can make more money in active looting. So yeah, if I sold my whole squad now, that would be like another 10,000, and then I have another egg which is going to be potential to be pure prime stats. I can sell that for the 5,000, or I can choose to play the game. Now the game does require a lot of participation in terms of, you know, regularly clicking the if you're playing 24 hours, but it's an idle game, so I can just leave it. I don't have to do anything. I do have to get involved and reinforce if I need to, which we'll check out in 10 minutes time and see how that works. Okay, so the looting mission is now done because I won my first attack. They didn't choose to reinforce, which means 648 battle points versus 606, and I'm rewarded with 2.9 Crabada and 241 TUS. So that is $33 plus $2 for the Crabada. That's just one loot, which means if I did, you know, this 12 times over the rest of the day, 12 times 33 equals $396. I could make $396 a day just playing looting missions, and based on the crabs that I have, there's a good chance that I will win every single time. Definitely over 50% of the time, because 648 is a very, very high team compared to a lot of players. And I think these teams that don't have lower scores anyway probably aren't going to have reinforcements, because, you know, clearly they've picked their best, and the best isn't that good. I mean, you could actually, as a good looting tactic, pick lower stats and then fake people into thinking that you got a bad team, and then pow, come out with the reinforcements. Maybe. I don't know. You got to defend against a lot of attacks. But yeah, we've won. Okay, so looks like we have to wait 24 minutes until the time ends. But once that's done, in 24 minutes time, we will have won our very first loot and get rewards, and we'll be able to go again. Yeah, and that didn't take very long for us to get through that. Nice. Absolutely smashed it. Now, I have to take into account the fact that TUS is likely to go down, because as people win, they're then going to sell it off So we could see the value decrease over the next couple of days, but at the moment, very, very lucrative to play this game with a really good squad. Right, and then we finally click settle, and once we put that transaction through, we're going to get our very first lot of Crabada and TUS. So can I start a new mining expedition now? Yep, select my new team, same team, and I can send them out on another looting mission if I want. Okay, on to the next game. Next up we have Crystal Kingdoms. So this is sponsored content. Thanks to these guys for reaching out. They are doing a giveaway for 3 NFTs alongside this. So it's $450 worth of NFTs. They're going to give away 3 NFT crystals. So you can take part in this by going to the Gleam in the description below. There you can just complete certain actions for more entries, following their Twitter. And then in 3 days time, I will pick a random winner and you'll be selected and you will receive your crystal NFT first of all. Crystal Kingdoms is a digital universe living on the Binance Smart Chain. It's going to be collect and battle to earn. There are going to be play to earn features. It's going to be a fantasy RPG metaverse that combines gaming with digital collectibles. Inspired by some of the favorite RPGs, MMORPGs growing up, their mission is to build an incredible game that will enhance the lives of millions of people. Whether you enjoy gaming or earning, Crystal Kingdoms will have something for you. So there will be collecting of NFTs, there will be play to earn, fighting enemies, morphing crystals and breeding. Crystal Kingdom land plots, so build your land in the Crystal Kingdoms nation to enjoy additional features and rewards. And player versus player, so you can climb your way to the top in their competitive PvP mode for more challenges and rewards. The roadmap is as follows. So phase 1 was website build, graphic design, launch to the social, marketing plan, public NFT launch for game build, and game design and tokenomics. All that is done. Phase 2, audit contract, marketing, pre-sale, public launch on PancakeSwap, CoinGecko listing, and CoinMarketCap listing, play to earn, game launch, and staking and liquidity. They have their token already on PooCoin. You can see $1.09. It has a very low market cap of only 545,000. So these are the ones that if they do take off well in the future, they can boom. It already had a boom. So upon launch, it came down to 50 cents and then went up 263% in a single day. It started to decrease since then, just a price correction, and it's around 1.09, 1.11 at the moment, dollars to be able to get involved in this. So a fairly good opportunity to get in on it early, a project that will have future updates, and with those future updates we'll probably see other pumps down the line. The next phase is phase 3, which will involve player versus player mode launch, competitive seasons, influencer marketing, which is, they're clearly into this phase now already because they've reached out to myself, release new characters, release power-ups and items, expand team, Crystal Kingdoms nation land launch, partnerships expanded, mobile game, and more exchanges. So how do you get involved in this? So you can mint a crystal. There will only be 4,000 of these available in total, and around 3,000 I think has already been minted, because for every 1,000 crystals that are minted, the price will increase by 0.05 BNB. It began at 0.15 BNB. So if you got involved already, you've seen a 0.01 BNB increase in the value of your crystal potentially. And there will be only 4,000 crystals involved. So it's one of those, it's going to have a limited supply. Therefore, once that sells out and the game has future updates, people have a draw to it, you're going to have one of those things that people are going to seek to be able to get involved in the game. 200 of those crystals will have lucky minters, and they will receive first edition crystals. As an extra incentive to be one of the first supporters of Crystal Kingdoms Metaverse, each crystal of time minted will come with a plot of land inside the Crystal Kingdoms nation. The land will be rewarded to the original minter and will be distributed upon the nation's release. That means you could potentially buy a crystal and sell it on, and you would still keep the land. It would still go to you, even though the other person might hold the crystal down the line. So buying them and you selling the crystal, you're then going to have a plot of land which is free basically if you manage to sell the crystal at the price that you paid for it. We will roll out a ton of features for land plots that will increase rewards and make gameplay more fun, so don't miss out. The Crystal Kingdoms need your help to save the kingdom. They've all been frozen in crystals of time, stopping them in their fight against the ancients. And by minting these crystals, you'll gain access to releasing one crystal hero back into the kingdom. And crystals will morph and release your hero one day before the game release. The team is made up of 2 co-founders, 1 lead dev and 1 project manager, and as they mentioned, they will look to expand their team to develop this game further. Now, they're not doxed, so there is a little element of risk there, if but I think if you go to their social media channels before you invest, get to know the community, gain some security around the project first before you do invest. Now, they do also have a white paper available. You can check out any specifics on how to mint crystals, how to release your hero, more about the game, Binance Smart Chain teams, and about the founders. So they do go into a bit more detail about their experience. So their team is based in the US, and they do have experience in the video game industry. What they don't seem to have is that expertise in blockchain technology potentially, but as a software engineer for major tech companies, Savannah Smith might be somebody to take the lead on that. And they can always, once they've created a game, you can reach out to people who do have that expertise. More information on the Crystal Kingdoms game here, and then information on the tokenomics for the Shining Crystal Shard. So check it out, see if it's something that you'd be interested in the link down below, and get involved on the competition. Why not? It's free NFTs. Next up, League of Ancients is having their pre-sale. We saw how lucrative it was to get in on these whitelists from Crabada, and this is going to be a very big project. It already has a very big following on Discord in a very short amount of time. The team has been very, very open. You can see some footage of them actually in work. They look really professional, and all you have to do is refer 10 other people, and then you'll be qualified for the pre-sale event. I am not qualified, so I'll be putting my referral link in the description below, so I'd appreciate if you use that. But if you're not familiar with the project, it is a MOBA inspired by League of Legends, a game played by 117 million monthly active gamers. So you can see it is heavily inspired, but this is going to be the first on the blockchain. So Binance Smart Chain, first ever, and the quality looks really good. I really love the artistic style of the characters. It's going to be 5v5 NFT battles. It's going to have an NFT marketplace. We have some actual footage of what it's going to look like. The user interface looks really good. The quality of the characters conversion into the game looks really good. It will be free to play to earn. So it's going to be available for the masses. You do not need any entry price. There'll probably be benefits to buying a character, and you can win them in competitions. So follow all the socials. I'll put the link to their Twitter down below, and then from there you can find access to all the other information. But they're having competitions on a regular basis. They're having AMAs. As I said, they're very open, so you can actually check out the League of Ancients team. Yeah, I think this is a really good, strong project that will be launching on Monsta Chain on their launch pad. So I'm excited to see how that goes, because I'm a really big fan of Monsta Infinite and their plans for the future. And having a game like this being one of your first games on the launch pad, I think is a really good start. So I highly recommend getting in on this whitelist if possible. Next up, don't forget the Thetan Arena box sale is launching today at 12 UTC. So only a couple of hours from now, hopefully we'll get this video up before then. We've got common, epic and legendary boxes that will have fixed prices. So 100 BUSD for a common, 200 for an epic, and 94 THG at the moment for a legendary box, because THG is soaring today. It's already done 3.8% in the past hour. If we look for a 12-hour chart, we're seeing a 14% increase, and that's because people are buying it up to get ready for this sale. There's only going to be 1,500 boxes in total, 10,000 epic boxes and 15,000 common boxes. So we'll take you through a bit more in detail about this, because they have a really nice how to go from right from the beginning to being able to get in on this. So first you'll need to create a MetaMask wallet. So I'm going to assume most people have a MetaMask wallet and have added Binance Smart Chain, but if you need those steps, that will be in this document, which I'll put in the description below. And then once you've done that, you need to connect your wallet to the game. So you can just connect wallet top right, sign in via MetaMask, create a new game account, pop in your email, enter to the send a code via email, and then copy and paste that into enter code. That will create your account, and then you'll be ready to buy Thetan boxes on the marketplace. So go to the top left tab in Thetan boxes here, and they'll be displayed as we just saw. Pick up a box, click the one that you want, and then click purchase, and then your transaction will go through. You will then go to the checkout, complete, and then you can go to your inventory from there and open your box straight away. So click open box. You'll be able to find out what you get straight away, no waiting for these NFTs. You can open boxes in bulk and enter the number that you want to click to open if you want. So I'm going to do a box opening probably either later on today or tomorrow. Buying the Thetan boxes, you're going to wait for the process, and then there will be a little gadget opening, which is nice. Click on a key and then you'll see what you get. Hopefully we get some nice skins. I'm hoping for some mythic skins, which are seriously rare, 5% rarity. Then back to your inventory to see your items. Now you might want to buy some off the marketplace if you miss out on this, or you might want to sell and learn how to unwrap your BNB. So the way to do this is to go into MetaMask wallet, go to swap, and then from there click BNB to wrapped BNB, and then you'll be able to swap it, and you'll have wrapped BNB to be able to purchase things on the marketplace. Then you can select whatever you want. You can take a look at see whether it's an epic hero, see what rarity, and then see what rarity the skin is as well. So these will likely go for more on the marketplace because they will be rarer. And although the cosmetics, people do like to have that. These are you're gonna be able to see these in PvP, so people will see that you've got a rare skin. And it just it's a little bit of showing off, isn't it? Which everybody likes from time to time. Buy and sell the heroes on the marketplace, and then you are done. You can sell them if you want, probably at a higher price than the boxes are, being that they are a limited supply. If they sell out, it'll be interesting to see how quickly these boxes go. 1,500 epic boxes and legendary boxes is not a lot considering how many users this game has. I think it was surpassed 100,000 fairly recently, which is not many people being able to purchase them. So I'm going to be, my priority, 150k followers on Twitter, my priority is get one of these purchased as quickly as possible, then move on to epic boxes, then on to common. Epic boxes are going to cost 200 BUSD. If you are thinking about, like, you don't have a lot of money to throw around, I personally am going to be using some of the money that I sold my pure Crabada for to put towards this, which is going to be, I'm going to get one legendary box, 5 epic boxes, and 10 common boxes, totaling about $3,000 US. Not about it is exactly, and I think that'll be plenty to be able to play a day and earn the token THC. But as we saw from here, the odds of getting a mythic is 5%. So if we go to the box opening, 5% chance to get a mythical skin, 25% to get a rare skin, and 70% chance to get a normal skin. There's 9 heroes available for legendaries at the moment, and so it looks like there's 3 Phoenix. I think they all have the same skills pretty much, with just slight differences on the special skill. All the same attack. 9 heroes, that means a 3 in 9 chance of getting, 1 in 3 chance of getting the one that I want. I want one of those variations because they were killer in playing the beta. I also would like the bow girl. She's really good as well. I didn't get to play too much with other guys. This guy did, Taekwon. He was pretty good as well. But hopefully we'll get some good epics as well, and some good commons to play with. There are some really good commons in there. If you're just getting into this game right from the beginning and want a very, just to buy one, common box will serve you pretty well. It's free to play, so you don't need to buy these, but being pay to play will give you a lot more opportunities in earning daily. I think having what I'm buying I don't think I'll be able to play all my characters out every single day anyway. But yeah, I want to get in on this right from the ground up and have a good selection of characters to play with. I mean, you could buy 3 legendary boxes, which is crazy. This is why legendary boxes could get bought up very quickly, is if you buy 3 boxes, you could just sell them. So I mean, there's only a fair amount. It might be worth it, but then what you got to factor in is when you click that button to increase your amount, you lose loads of seconds where other people are, you know, about to buy the box. So I'm just going to buy one and then see if I can buy another, maybe, to be able to sell in the secondary market, or sell ones that I don't want. Right, so hopefully that gives you enough information on how to get involved on this, and good luck with getting what you want. Fingers crossed I'll get some good characters. Okay, let's move on to the next one. It's also a big day for Monsta Infinite and any new people who want to get into this, because Monsta Infinite are having their first cloning event where you'll be able to start cloning your monsters together. So, you know, anything that you've got in your inventory, you will need to load up on some STT, because you're going to need some for first, second, third and fourth cloning process. So it's going to set you back 988 for your first clone per parent. So you have to double that to account for how much STT you're actually going to need. And if you're thinking about how much this is going to cost, so at the moment on the marketplace, the base price for the floor price for monsters, I've seen them about 48,000 STT, which is roughly about $300. So it's pretty high entry now for this game. But with this cloning event, we're going to see that floor price drop and drop, because people are going to spawn a lot of monsters, and it'd be interesting to see. I imagine we'll be able to sell eggs as well, but there's none available because there's no eggs at the moment. So if you're thinking about how much it's going to cost you to completely go from 0 out of 4 to 4 out of 4, you're going to have to double each of these, roughly about 22,000 times 2. I think it's 21,000 to be exact. 22, 30, 21, yeah, 21,000 to 42,000 to get 4 monsters if you have 0 out of 0. Now, if you get 4 monsters for 42,000, you could probably sell one of them for 42,000 and make all your cloning process back, and then you've got 3 more that you'll be able to sell. But that all depends on what the floor price is going to do. So the floor price could start to drop, or these egg sales will be less than the monsters that we're purchasing, and that could make it very, very difficult to get all that money back. It might be that it reduces too, but I think if you have 4, you're going to see that drop to like 30,000, 20,000 maybe, and so in selling 2, you'd be able to claw your funds back, and that's assuming that you're actually going to go for that 4th cloning process. You might just choose to clone the 1st and 2nd, and that will cost you 6,000 STT, and then you can just sell it and make a fairly big profit. So yeah, if you actually bought Chrono Zeros and you could probably sell them off and make back all the money that you've already spent. It's a return of investment already, and then still hold the monsters that you've purchased, just them being 4 out of 4. There's a nice guide on the cloning feature if you want to go through this. It's in the Medium page. I'll try to put this in the link below, but it just goes through how to connect to the marketplace and connect your wallet, check out your monsters, select the clone feature, and then select each of the parents, confirm the STT that you want and confirm the transaction fee, begin cloning process, and then confirm, and then you will receive an egg. Now the incubation period on this is roughly 120 hours until your egg hatches, so take that into account. If you can wait for it to hatch and then you'll sell an inception monster, but before that you're going to be selling an egg to other people. There's a little guide on the Monsta Infinite Facebook page. You can go check this out, and this just details a guide. If you own 3 Chronos 00s, this is how many you can actually breed out. So you can't breed anything of the same line and the same bloodline. So you're going to have to breed all these types, and then you'd breed a 0 out of 4 with your third chrono to get an extra 4 out of it. So you definitely want to hold one back if you own 3 0 out of 4 chrono bonds, chrono zeros. So plenty of money to be made, I think, today. With if people do start to sell off, definitely beyond return of investment. People who've got multiple accounts, like this guy, or sorry, this girl, sorry, Rosalie, is gonna make some serious money, right? Because they're just gonna breed all them out. Oh, actually, some of them are soul bonds. Actually, the majority of them are soul bonds, but you can't sell in the marketplace. So, I mean, that's gotta suck for you. But they can breed, right? And you'll be able to sell the ones that they breed. I think so. We'll see. So yeah, get involved on that and make sure that you load up on 42,000 STT if you're going to be doing those just first 2 breeds, and then you might need 42,000 STT for the second lot in 5 days time. Definitely a big hot project at the moment is Bomb Crypto, which is still flying. You know, my prediction was that in 3 days time, that's when we'll start to see sell-offs as people start to get to that 40 bcoin mark to be able to withdraw their funds. And we've seen an increase from, I think my video was about here, it's 3.5 and 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting to that time where we should start to see a decline, but actually it's still flying. So maybe I was wrong in this one, but maybe we'll start to see it come down, and maybe people actually start to reinvest into buying more heroes, maybe. And the new users that this game is getting is attracting a lot of new money to be invested into the game and fund basically our play to earn, the ones who got in from the beginning. Here's my killer squad with 1 epic, 4 super rares, and then 1, 2, 3, 5 rares, the rest commons, with the majority being around level 3, 1 level 4 super rare, and my epic being a level 5. So these are killing it, still earning me easily 30, 40 bcoins a day, which means I'm making at the moment just stupid money, just stupid money off it. Over $100 every single day. How long will this continue for? I don't know, but hopefully, I mean, the longer it stays up, I'd be happy to be proved wrong and not see a decline, but we will see where it is in a couple of days. Hopefully you guys are in on this with me. Okay, well, that's all for this week's hot projects. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like on the video. It always helps the channel out. Hit subscribe if you're not already and want to keep up to date with future content. That's all from me. See you guys soon.